The news that Alison Hammond is in the running to replace the late Paul O'Grady on For the Love of Dogs has, well, gone down like a lead balloon with the public. In fact, there is sheer outrage at the thought of the larger-than-life This Morning host stepping into Battersea Dogs and Cats home, with many of our subscribers fearing that Alison's loud voice will scare the poor animals. To be honest, when we first reported on this story yesterday, we didn't factor in Alison's decibel level, but totally agree that it may be a problem should she take on the extremely tall task of replacing beloved Paul. It also brings up the question, could anyone ever replace him? Some of our subscribers think absolutely not. In any circumstances, could anyone fill his shoes, and it seems this is the majority view, that the show should be left alone. However, in our opinion, the show should be brought back, if only to highlight the plight of the animals and to persuade many people that would have gone out and bought a new puppy, to instead find it in their hearts to rehome a dog in need. But is loud and excitable Alison Hammond, who is said to be in final talks to succeed Paul on the show, really the person to do it? The documentary series set in Battersea Dogs and Cats home is much loved by viewers across the country. Speculation has previously been rife over who would present it now. Stephen Mulhern's name has even been bandied about. Gosh, he's getting all the gigs, isn't he? We wonder if he will survive the pairing with Holly Willoughby on Dancing on Ice, which airs tonight. After all, Holly has form for throwing her besties under the bus. Ricky Gervais and Amanda Holden's names were also thrown into the mix. A show such as For the Love of Dogs needs delicate handling, a gentle, calming, and caring presenter who puts animals before ego. It was a joy to watch Ricky Gervais' sweet connection with German Shepherd Brandy in the hit series Afterlife, and the comedian is known for his love of animals after he was heartbroken following the death of his cat Ollie and went about fostering cats, falling in love with Pickle, whom he decided to keep. So, perhaps Ricky may have the qualities within him to follow in the footsteps of Paul O'Grady. But ITV, once again, are precariously close to making a huge error by signing Alison Hammond to take on the position. Do they ever listen to the public? A source said, Paul is obviously irreplaceable, but they believe that not only does Alison bring some of Paul's trademark self-deprecating humor to proceedings, but that she can also make it her own, just as Paul did. They continued, Alison would be a great signing, and as her ever-expanding portfolio of shows demonstrates, capable of putting her hand to anything. However, fans are in disagreement over Alison being the perfect signing. Many have expressed their unhappiness with the news on social media. Some even said they'd certainly switch off if she was the host. Writing on X, one said, lots of horrible stuff going on at the moment and this will seem silly, but, and contrary to public opinion, I will be gutted if Alison Hammond takes over For the Love of Dogs from Paul O'Grady. I won't be watching again. For the Love of Dogs, Alison Hammond. No thanks. Instant turn off, agreed a second. Another added, you have got to be joking. The awful Alison Hammond is being lined up to take over from the wonderful Paul O'Grady on For the Love of Dogs. What an absolute disaster that will be. I for one will not be watching. Not at all an appropriate person to take over this show. Sadly, I will probably no longer watch it, admitted another. In contrast, some were pleased with the news, with one responding, I for one think Alison would be awesome. She is fun and seems caring. Also, she is what a lot of celebs seem to be trying not to be, which is real. But Alison Hammond appears to be making a string of mistakes recently. She annoyed Dermot O'Leary when her phone pinged live on This Morning, and she has ruffled the feathers of the public once again, sparking fury as she deemed Prince Harry a living legend, as she and Dermot discussed the recent news that Prince Harry has been nominated for the Living Legend Aviation Award. Taking to X following the segment, one viewer commented, is Alison right in the head? Harry is a living legend. Him and his wife are a pair of liars and grifters who have betrayed both their families, with another adding, do me a favor, that award can be bought, he didn't have to be nominated. Oh dear, it seems that Alison Hammond is pressing all the wrong buttons lately. Could the news that she will replace the much-loved Paul O'Grady be the final straw for the public? If there's one thing for sure, if she is not taking on the role, she needs to issue some sort of statement to alleviate the fury. Yet so far, there is silence, with no confirmation one way or the other on her part. Could this mean that we will indeed hear Alison Hammond's thunderous laugh cackling through the Battersea Dogs and Cats home? We sincerely hope not. Please like and subscribe for more journeys through the Blinkerhole. For entertainment purposes only. Keep up to date with the latest UK news and TV entertainment and hit the join button. If you enjoy what we do and would like to support us, send us a super thanks. Official Blinkerhole merchandise is available in store.